Hello, if you're watching this and you don't know who I am, my name is Stefan Benkowski, and wanted to let you know that much of my life revolves around music. So this is the beginning of what I anticipate kind of being a lifelong study project of mine, and I'm really thrilled that you're at least taking the time to watch this. So I'll get to what I need from you in a second, but first I want to give you a quick background on how I kind of came up with this project. So the idea came to me when I was traveling across the farmlands of Wisconsin, and I was listening to a song over and over on repeat, and it was Little Hell by City and Color, and I was just listening to it over and over and over, and I started kind of getting into this weird dreamy state, and it was very strange, and I started imagining that the singer of the group was actually the abstract concept of music, and that this concept was singing to me, so that music was singing to me. It was very strange, but I started thinking back to all the little hells of my life, all the struggles that I've had, and I realized that music was the main, if not sole, reason that I was able to kind of forget and get over those little hells. And to quote the song, hang a mirror in the bedroom wall, stare into the past, and forget it all. And it was music that was doing that. So it was weird, music was singing to me, it was very strange, and I was kind of sleepy, but I realized that, you know, I had this really deep, profound connection to music, and it's benefited me ways and that I never really thought possible. So then I started to think, well, why doesn't everyone have the same connection? What makes me special? Is it my genetic makeup? Is it my upbringing? Just where does it come from? And how is it that some of us can really have no connection to music whatsoever, and it's, just simply some sound that's in the background as we commute daily to work? So immediately my musical life kind of flashed before my eyes, and I had this really intense image of my relationship with music, and it was kind of my musical biography, if you will. I was thinking about different portions of my life and what music I listened to, etc., etc. So anyways, what I want from you is I desperately want to hear about your musical past, however significant or insignificant it may be. This project is going to be, it'll essentially be centered around people's musical tastes. So, what music you listen to, where you listen to it, how you listen to it, what instruments you may or may not play. But more than just that, I want to discover why your relationship, or lack thereof, to music is the way it is. Over the next, probably decade, I'd love to just have a chat with you and kind of like an informal interview to get to know you, your past, and how that relates to your music. At this point, I don't really know what direction this is all going to take. Whether I end up doing, monthly or weekly blog posts, or whether I end up doing a documentary or writing a book, I don't really know. But the one thing that I do know, it starts with talking to you. So what I really need is just people to talk to and get to know. So if you'd like to be part of this this exploration on my part, just shoot me a message, email, give me a call, whatnot. If you're watching this on my YouTube, send me a YouTube message. If you're watching this on Facebook, send me a Facebook message. If you have my phone number, just call me. That's cool, whatever. Just get a hold of me, and we can kind of get the ball rolling, and I'll kind of explain some more about how this is going to end up working. So, thank you so much for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a lot.